The CEO always left his bedroom door open on purpose just to give his wife, whom he'd married in a flash wedding, the chance to sleepwalk into his room. Over time, the girl began to realize why she always woke up lying next to the CEO. But she didn't mind, in fact, she was happy. Sometimes, even when she hadn't actually sleepwalked, she would pretend she had, simply because she'd gotten used to falling asleep peacefully in his arms. It was only then that the girl finally realized her husband had fallen in love with her long ago. After the CEO had fallen asleep one night, the curious girl finally worked up the courage to lift up the back of his shirt, and sure enough, there it was, a scar, deep and brutal. At that moment, everything clicked. The man who had rushed into the burning building to save her all those years ago had been the CEO. But back then, the CEO had been severely injured and had fallen into a coma. So when the girl woke up, the only person she saw was the CEO's half-brother. Naturally, she assumed he was the one who had saved her. Grateful beyond words, she decided to repay the debt by offering herself in marriage. However, the night before their wedding, the girl overheard a phone conversation outside a private club. Her fiancé was talking to his first love, saying that the marriage with her was just a family arrangement, that there were no real feelings involved. He admitted that, from beginning to end, his heart had only ever belonged to his first love. Shocked, the girl burst into the club and confronted her fiancé. The girl dragged him out of the bar, but he still insisted on going to see his ex. It was in that moment that the girl finally understood, no matter how hard she tried, she would never win his heart. Devastated, she found herself stranded, unable to even hail a taxi. On top of that, she got mugged. Bruised and beaten, she looked at herself and realized just how foolish she'd been all these years. As she sobbed uncontrollably, torn apart by heartbreak, the CEO, who had just returned from overseas, appeared right on time.